tendency on TikTok to focus again and again on the same 5 to 10 K-beauty products, when in my opinion, there's so many more K-beauty products out there that can do the things that these viral products are advertised as doing much better. And also, I just kind of want to see more variety. So in today's video, I want to share some alternative products for some of the most viral K-beauty superstars at the moment on TikTok and Instagram. In case you don't know me yet, hi, I'm Ulrike. I'm a K-beauty and skincare content creator, and I'm very happy to have you with me today. And let's get into some potential alternatives for viral, specifically TikTok viral K-beauty. When you're on TikTok quite a lot and the algorithm gives you a lot of K-beauty content, you really start to believe that people outside of Korea think there's only one product in each product category that ever even exists. I notice this so much because once a brand sends out PR to creators, suddenly you have your entire FYP full of that one product being pushed and pushed and pushed so aggressively that sometimes I find myself almost resent the products, even if they're quite good. So I did want to make clear that not all of the products that I'm introducing alternatives for today necessarily are bad products. Sometimes I'm just a little bit tired of them. I just want to see some variety. I've been saying this now since the very first video probably that I've done here on YouTube and also in my blog posts when I still had a podcast. I just don't understand why here in the West we always keep promoting the same products. I see this now with the Tear cushion foundation. You would think that Gen Z has never seen a cushion foundation before because they advertise the Tear cushion as if it's the first Korean cushion to ever exist and the only Korean cushion to exist. I've even seen a celebrity say on TikTok in a very sort of brash voice, "Don't buy Korean cushion foundations, they're all a scam." And she was holding up that one Tear cushion foundation. There are dozens and dozens of different cushion foundations out there for every type of skin. Yes, they have a problem with shade variety. Absolutely not going to argue against that. But if one cushion foundation doesn't work for you, try a different one. Don't just dismiss the entirety of all cushion foundations. And I find that is part of my annoyance with always just having that one product in the category. And the reason why I made this long-winded introduction is because I'm going to talk about this product. And it is the famous, infamous, here you can see it, now you probably recognize it, Anua, or maybe it's called Anua. I'm just going to stick to Anua. Anua 77% Heartleaf toner. This toner is probably the first product next to the COSRX Numbuzin that I really saw K-beauty product that I really saw explode on TikTok. All of a sudden, Gen Z was discovering K-beauty. And it baffled me. Now, this toner, it's fine. It's fine. It's a fine toner. It's not a bad product. I think sometimes people are overreacting in the other way, that they just scream about it being terrible or having destroyed their skin or it's a scam and they just bought reviews. If I were to make a review for this, I would probably rate it 4 stars out of 5 because it's fine. But honestly, it is not fantastic. It's just kind of okay. So I feel it doesn't always deserve the hype. There are so many fantastic K-beauty toners out there that I feel are doing what the people who are basically paid to promote this claim that this can do. And so I wanted to introduce a couple of alternatives. 2 in particular. I was kind of sitting in front of my K-beauty toners kind of thinking, which ones could I talk about that I think are better than this one? And 2 really kind of stood out to me. 1 in particular, I feel just deserves a lot more hype. Now, the first toner alternative to the Anua toner will not surprise you if you have been watching my channel, because I talk about it a lot. But it truly, to me, is a baffling choice to promote the Anua toner over this toner, because it is doing the soothing, the hydrating, the redness, sort of calming down of redness, so much better. So much better. And I also feel that it is just a more sophisticated formula overall. And it is, of course, this one. Yes, you've seen it before. I'm so sorry. But it is, to me, the best soothing toner for very redness-prone, inflamed skin that I can think of. And it is, of course, the Numbuzin Pure Full Calming Herb Toner. I cannot stress enough how much I love this. It's been, I believe, in my yearly favorites. I have promoted this so much. No one pays me for this, by the way. Like, I think I didn't even get it. I got a few PR things from Numbuzin, but I think this one I bought myself, I'm pretty sure. It's very affordable. I think I bought it for like $15, and it's a huge bottle. And the reason why I prefer this compared to the Anua toner is because, to me, the ingredients, the raw materials, just seem a little bit more potent. The Anua toner, and I know a lot of people actually feel that way, always feels a bit watered down, considering that they say it's, 77% of Heartleaf. This also contains Heartleaf. And to me, here I can tell that it contains Heartleaf or Hutterinia cordata, which to me is a fantastic herbal extract for calming, soothing. When you're acne prone, it can help just bring down the inflammation of the infected area. And it can help just kind of maybe not heal the acne faster, but it can just help your skin's sort of self-healing properties to be activated more easily and more readily. And to me, Heartleaf is just incredible when it comes to bringing down redness. Here, I really noticed this effect. This also contains licorice root extract, which is also anti-inflammatory and a little bit brightening, and Centella asiatica. So I feel it just also has more potency in terms of the mix of ingredients. So if you're looking for, or if you've been eyeing the Anua toner specifically because you have redness prone, inflamed skin, try this one instead. I really think it is better when it comes to these functions. The other function of the Anua toner that is always hyped up is that supposedly it's a little bit exfoliating. Having used it and having used quite a lot of it, I'm kind of glancing at my bottle. I'm halfway through the bottle, so I've actually used it quite a lot. I can't say that I've ever seen any exfoliating action from this toner. There is a toner that I think is a much better choice if you want a tiny bit of exfoliation, not massively so. It's not like the ordinary 7% glycolic acid toner. It's very subtle, but it is there. And this toner that I'm going to show you in a second is also very popular in Korea, and no one talks about it. I've never seen a single person on TikTok or on Instagram even mention this brand. My assumption is because they probably don't send PR out. And I bought this toner with my money. By the way, I'm not saying anything negative about PR. I sometimes accept PR. I just don't get offered that much because I think I'm too honest. Also, I'm a tiny, I don't have enough influence as of yet, I guess. But I also say no to PR a lot because I feel I don't want to be pressured into making certain statements. So I don't want to give the impression that I'm above accepting PR or above accepting sponsorships. I just think there's a right and wrong way, an ethical and an unethical way to deal with these sorts of things. With PR, I find my main problem is always when a brand sends out a lot. So if they send it out to hundreds and hundreds of small creators, and then again, my FYP gets just flooded with the same product over and over again to the point where I start sort of resenting it. This brand, which is S.NATURE, very popular in Korea. It has a few best-selling products on Olive Young and also on the Hua Hair app. It is always rated very highly. Virtually unknown I want to say, on TikTok. Never seen, not once have I seen an S.NATURE product review or feature. And it is weird because this toner from S.NATURE is fantastic. This contains gluconolactone, which is a PHA, a very gentle exfoliating acid, and probably very low dosage, I'm guessing. It doesn't say how much, but probably not much, but a little bit of gluconolactone, plus enzymes that can also be a little bit exfoliating, but also gently so. And so I feel this actually can give you a bit of an exfoliating action, which again, with the Anua toner, I've just never noticed when I used it regularly. This also contains 8 types of hyaluronic acid, so it is very, very hydrating, and I find it is more hydrating than the Anua toner. It is comparably gentle because it is also alcohol-free, fragrance-free. It's a very minimalist formula, and I think a very good formula. I really tolerate this very, very well. Of course, always check, look at the ingredient list. If you're sensitive, I can't promise you it won't cause a reaction because I don't know your skin. So always still be careful. But compared to the Anua toner, I think this is a better choice if you want hydration and a little bit of exfoliation without over stressing your skin. And I want more love for S.NATURE. It's a wonderful brand, a little bit pricey, but so is Anua. So I think they kind of are comparable. And this you can often find on sale for a good price, either at Stylevana, or Olive Young also often has sales for S.NATURE. With this next product, I need to really stress that I actually like it a lot. So the alternative product here is actually related to one specific selling point of this product that baffles me. And maybe you will understand when I show you what product I'm talking about, because I'm pretty sure you've seen Nikki tutorials and other influencers kind of pushing that particular selling point quite intensely these days. And it's this one, not singling out Nikki, by the way, just I see a lot of very large name influencers promoting this lately, and it is the Mixsoon Bean Essence, which again, I'm sure you have seen. I've shown this product before as well and rated it very highly because I really actually do like it, but I like it as a hydrating serum. That's where it ends. However, most of the influencers doing sponsorships with Mixsoon, and I'm guessing Mixsoon is the one kind of pushing them to make this the main selling point, sell this as more of an exfoliator, which I'm confused about. Okay, so the way that I use this is as a normal hydrating product. So I use maybe 1 or 2 pumps of this and then put it on my skin. It's my hydrating step. And it's lovely. It's very plumping. It's so gentle. It works for so many skin types. If you have sensitive skin, also if you don't like snail mucin, this has a very, very similar texture and function of just really plumping and hydrating. It's beautiful. A little bit pricey. Maybe now that's more popular, it's cheaper. I had to buy this for around $40, which I thought was quite a lot. But I really do like it. And I really like Mixsoon as a brand. They have really beautiful toners as well. All fine. However, the exfoliating thing just confuses me. This is 50 milliliters, and again, it costs around between $30 and $40. You need a lot of product to make this work as an exfoliator. The way that it's supposed to work is you basically use it on your damp skin, and then you use quite a lot of product and start rubbing it into your skin. And the longer you rub, the more you get these sort of balls, tiny, teeny balls that supposedly, this is the marketing version, are sort of balls of old skin, dead skin. And like, you always see these influencers kind of rubbing it into their faces and going, ew, look at this gunk that is coming out of my pores. Okay. All right, maybe it's because I'm a little bit older and I have been talking about K-beauty for a long time, but I guess younger people don't remember the craze of the peeling gels, the Korean and Japanese peeling gels that were all the rage when I started blogging. One of my first blogging articles was about the Cure, I think it was called Cure Aqua Natural Gel, which is a Japanese peeling gel that works exactly like this is supposed to work when you use it as an exfoliator. Now, these peeling gels are used a little bit differently. You first cleanse your face and it has to be completely dry. And then you put the gel on your skin and again start rubbing. And yes, they also sort of form these balls, but it's important that the skin is dry. And then later you rinse it all off. The way it works is mostly that it's kind of balls of cellulose. And by rubbing in this peeling gel, you just basically create a form of physical exfoliation. There's no magic to it. And it's also not dead skin. It's just little balls of cellulose that do kind of pick up some of the excess sebum. And yes, sort of flakiness, I guess. And your skin will feel very lovely, sort of soft and really clean. I used to actually really like doing a peeling like that once a week for a while, and I always really enjoyed it. But it's strange to me that these products, which usually come in like 100 or 125 milliliter bottles for $10-ish, $10 to $15, why people don't promote those for the peeling. Why does it have to be this very expensive bean essence that I think works much better as a serum? Now, this does contain pomegranate extract, so it does have a bit of a natural, I think AHA, I believe, natural exfoliating acid in it, but I don't think that the percentage is probably not that high. So personally, my alternative to using this and wasting a lot of this, just use a Japanese or a Korean peeling gel. Just use that. iUNIK has a really good one, a lime peeling gel. I don't have it here at the moment, but I'm going to put a picture somewhere and link it in the description box. That one is really, really good and very, very affordable. I think you can get it even for something like $8. Just get that. It has the exact same effect, I promise you. And just stick to using this as a hydrator, please. It's fine as a hydrator. It's just fine. It's lovely. But I think the whole exfoliating thing is a little bit of a marketing gimmick. And on to another product that is a great product, and I like it a lot, but I am getting a bit tired of it because people just cannot move on from this at all. It still is, I guess, the #1 most recommended, most promoted sunscreen, Korean sunscreen. I have never seen the likes of the hype that surrounds this sunscreen. And having tried so many other K-beauty sunscreens, I honestly feel at this point in 2024, there are sunscreens out there that I think are actually better, especially if you have more oilier skin. And most people who use the sunscreen are younger. A lot of them actually break out from it and then they're kind of lost as to what to try, what else to try, because it is the only sunscreen that anyone ever recommends. I just wanted to bring 2 alternatives just so that you maybe can try something else. And of course, I'm talking about the infamous, famous, hyperviral Beauty of Joseon Rice Plus Probiotics sunscreen, which is based on a formula. It is manufactured by Kolma Korea, the giant of the sunscreen industry in Korea. 99% at this point in time of the viral sunscreens in and outside of Korea are now all made by Kolma Korea. And most of them have the same base formula. And Kolma Korea has now brought out a new base formula with slightly different, similar but a little bit different filters. The main difference is that now they don't use a hybrid filter anymore. The hybrid filter is a mix of physical and chemical sunscreen filters, which meant that it always gave a bit of a gray cast, not super dramatically so, but if you are more dark skinned, you would have probably noticed it with the Beauty of Joseon sunscreen, which again, let me just stress, is a fine sunscreen. I do not want to imply that it's a bad sunscreen. The reason that some people break out from it, I think is also because it has the fermented ingredients in it, which can be triggering for some people and can break out some people. I always tolerated it fine. I also know many people in my family that have actually kind of recommended the sunscreen to. So again, it's fine. But let me still just highlight 2 other sunscreens that I really have been loving this past year, and I think they're a little bit better maybe than the Beauty of Joseon one. This one sunscreen that I really love and have almost used up, I've already shown you in my best sunscreens of 2023 video, and it is this one from Haruharu, which for a while went a little bit viral as well, and you can see I've almost used it up. But now it's kind of disappeared again. And again, everyone is just always into the Beauty of Joseon one. It is also Kolma Korea made. It has that newer formula, which I always call sort of Kolma Korea 2.0 formula. And the reason why this is so excellent, and to me, probably the most universally recommendable sunscreen, I would recommend this to pretty much any skin type, is because it has this really lovely cream texture that, unlike so many other sunscreens, doesn't feel too rich. I have that problem both with the Beauty of Joseon and the Round Lab Birch sunscreen, which do share the same base formula, so no surprise there, I guess. That for my combo skin, sometimes they're almost a little bit too rich, a little bit too intensely dewy. This to me does not feel as dewy. It really feels and looks like a completely regular daily moisturizer. And also it just doesn't have any sort of frills or any sort of frilly ingredients, which is why I think it works very well if you have sensitive skin. It is also very moisturizing, so dry skin can also use this. And it's just super pleasant to reapply even over makeup. This is, I think, the main reason why I've always used it up, because I usually use it as my refresher sunscreen. And I have used it even on heavy makeup like this. And as long as you don't rub it in super aggressively, I find that it doesn't disturb the makeup as much as some other sunscreens that I've tried. It's so good, and it really is almost as affordable as the Beauty of Joseon one, because that, I think, is sometimes maybe why most people love the Beauty of Joseon one, because it is very affordable. This you can usually also find for a very, very good price. So if you haven't tried this one, maybe give it a go, especially if maybe the Beauty of Joseon sunscreen wasn't your absolute favorite. And then I also wanted to recommend a sunscreen that also shares that Kolma Korea 2.0 base formula with the Haruharu sunscreen, but has a bit of a different texture. And it is also a sunscreen that I don't see that many people talk about, surprisingly. And guess what? It is actually from Anua. So this is a very balanced video today. I'm being a bit negative about some products from a brand, but then hype up others, I guess. And this Anua sunscreen I like so much. And I think I haven't talked about it yet, which is actually strange, because I bought the full size after trying a sample and being so enamored with it that I needed the full size. And it is the Anua Heartleaf Silky Moisture Sun Cream. Very similar, as I said, to the Haruharu one, but a little bit richer. On the one hand, it feels runnier. The texture isn't as compact as the Haruharu one, but it does create more of a sheen. So this one works really well for mature skin, I find, for more dry skin, and anyone who wants more of a sort of youthful, sort of dewy glass skin look. It feels so moisturizing and really just beautiful, sort of melts in your skin, almost like an essence. I'm very, very fond of this one. Also fragrance-free, alcohol-free, so is the Haruharu one. Very sensitive skin friendly. Both of these I really like a lot, and the formula is very advanced and very new and very modern from last year, or maybe from 2022, but one of the newest formulas that you can get at the moment. Now, this next product was the one that inspired the idea for this video, because I got a little bit annoyed by the way that this particular influencer. She was a German actually, and it was a small account. I don't want to imply that a specific influencer is being dishonest or anything like that. It's just I noticed certain things that just annoy me a little bit sometimes, but I think it's more the fault of the brands wanting to promote a function for a product that I just don't think it has. And I don't understand it, because the product can still be a great product. Just don't imply that it can do these extra things when it definitely cannot. The product that I'm talking about is this one from Mediheal. Now, these Mediheal toner pads, they're all sorts of different types. They're so popular in Korea. They're all the rage. And now they're kind of starting to trickling into the West as well. I don't know if Mediheal's doing campaigns with influencers, or if they send out PR, or if people are just seeing them from Korean influencers and then kind of getting curious. But these suddenly are popping up everywhere, even here in Germany. And that happens very rarely, to be honest, that K-beauty products are super viral here, except like, again, the same 3 or 4. The COSRX Nail Mucin, the Beauty of Joseon, everything, you know. These I hadn't seen, and now suddenly I see them everywhere. And especially these ones, which are actually the most successful and most popular ones in Korea as well. And they are the Madecassoside Blemish Pad. I do like these. I don't think they're the best ones from all the Mediheal pads that I've tried. They contain quite a bit of fragrance from essential oil. So given that they're always promoted for sensitive skin, I actually don't think they're necessarily the best choice for sensitive skin, especially if you're sensitive to fragrance. But they're soothing enough, I think, and they're very hydrating, so they're nice. What I've seen a lot of people claim is that they help with skin texture issues. I see people use them as mask treatment, and then they put them on their cheek for a couple of minutes and then film themselves taking them off, and suddenly they have this smooth skin. So the implication is that they help with rough and uneven skin texture and even potentially hyperpigmentation. That I don't understand because they don't contain anything really that could help with that. They contain madecassoside, which is soothing, and it helps with inflammation, but it won't help with skin texture issues. They're hydrating, and that probably creates that plumping effect and that glass skin glow, but it's not anything specific to these that will help you with skin texture issues. So I just think it's selling as a false promise. And the reason why this triggered me wanting to make the video is because this German influencer was saying these didn't work for her because they didn't change anything with her skin texture. So she was kind of saying K-beauty is terrible, K-beauty doesn't do anything, and use these as proof. And that's when I get annoyed, because these are lovely products, and the Mediheal pads, there are a lot of different types, and a lot of them are really fantastic. And also, don't blame one product or falsely advertised product for all of K-beauty. It just is, it gets a bit annoying and grating to me, to the point where I feel, now I gotta make a video and defend the honor of K-beauty. If you want a toner pad that helps with rough skin texture and sort of a dull skin, something that really does enhance that glass skin glow, let me just, instead of this one, which is mostly for soothing, recommend another Mediheal toner pad that I'm a super fan of. And it's this one, the white one, that not that many people, I think, talk about. And these are the Phyto-Enzyme peeling pads, which I just love so much, especially as a skin prep step before I put on makeup. I always use these the morning of filming. I used them today because they really do help just make my skin look noticeably smoother and noticeably more even toned. And they really do seem to help makeup stick better and make makeup just look less sort of lumpy or clumpy. So this really is a fantastic skin prep step, and it also always gives a bit of an extra glow. So I'm a super fan of these, and they work both when you just wipe your face with them, but especially if you use them as a mask treatment here and on your cheeks. They really just make everything feel so smooth and beautiful. Everything that people want from the Madecassoside pads, you will get with these ones. 100% recommended. They're not very soothing. They're a little bit more aggressive. So if you're very sensitive, I would go for the Madecassoside ones just for soothing. But if you want glow, if you want to get rid of your skin roughness, these are so much better. And really, they do really work. And lastly, another beauty of Joseon products that I just think there are a lot of better alternatives for. I just wanted to introduce you to one that I really think does a much better job doing what this particular product is supposed to do. And I'm talking about, I don't have it here, so I'm just going to show a picture. And I'm talking about the Beauty of Joseon Glow Serum. Now, in general, I'm not a big fan of the Beauty of Joseon serums, at least the first generation serums. I find the new vitamin C serum is excellent. Really like that one. But I mean the ones in the drop applicator bottles. I've tried most of them. I think I just haven't tried, which is the one I haven't tried? I think the green one is the one I haven't tried, the calming serum. But the ones that I've tried, I all thought were honestly not great. They're cheap, they're affordable, so I can see why especially young people really like them, because they can get their hands on them quite easily and they don't cost much. They're usually around $9 to $10. But I also find even for that price, they just don't really deliver what they should deliver just based on ingredients. Now with the Glow Serum, the main ingredients is Propolis extract, and also it contains 2% niacinamide, which is not a lot, 2%. Usually you want to go for at least 5%. Now the niacinamide, at this point in time, you will probably already have 500 products that already have niacinamide. So I feel that one you don't necessarily need. It's also not necessarily a glow-giving ingredient as such. The propolis extract certainly does. I think it's actually one of the best ingredients to look out for when you want that glass skin, beautiful, dewy, natural, reflects the light back sort of glow. However, there are really much better propolis serums out there, in my opinion. And one that I've been trying for a while now, and especially have been loving this winter, surprisingly little talked about, given that this is actually this brand's most popular product in Korea, and it's COSRX's Propolis Ampoule. Is it just called Propolis? It's called Propolis Light Ampoule. I think they have a rich and light one, potentially. Anyway, this is the Propolis Light Ampoule. And this is an absolute bestseller in Korea. I always see this trending on the Olive Young website. I bought this as a 1+1 deal for really good price at Olive Young. They always have like value packs and stuff like that. This and their Propolis toner are the most popular products from COSRX. It's certainly not the snail mucin essence. No one really in Korea uses that, but they do really like the Propolis products from COSRX, and I can see why. The toner is excellent as well, but especially the serum is so beautiful, and it has, to me, a better quality of raw ingredients, and especially the Propolis, to me, works a lot better in this formula than it did for me when it comes to the Beauty of Joseon Glow Serum. The Beauty of Joseon serums, to me, again, excluding the vitamin C serum, which is excellent, they always have a very watered down texture to me. It just doesn't feel rich, and it doesn't feel as hydrating, again, as I feel they should if you just look at the ingredient list. This has a much richer, more syrupy, slightly more tacky, but it sinks in nicely, so it won't stay super tacky, but just in general, richer, more intensely hydrating texture. Thanks to the propolis extract, this also feels almost nourishing, even though it has a gel texture. So I feel this also works very well for dry skin and very, very dehydrated skin. Propolis extract, as I said, has a bit of a glow-giving effect. So if you want glass skin, this is a great glass skin serum. And it can also help with inflammation. It helps with redness. It even has antifungal qualities. So if you have fungal acne, consider getting a propolis serum. I don't know enough about fungal acne to promise that this is fungal acne safe, so make sure to double check. But propolis as a general ingredient is a good one to look for if you struggle with fungal acne. And it can also help in general with acne because of that anti-inflammatory and even slightly antibacterial property that it has. The nourishing properties are great for dry skin, so it really works for a variety of skin types. I can really highly recommend this. I can fully understand why this is so popular in Korea, and it, to me, absolutely is a better alternative, in my opinion, to the Beauty of Joseon Glow Serum, which did not work that well for me, if I'm honest. So I see you again in 2 weeks with probably more K-beauty content, and until then, please take care. Bye!